Well, that's an interesting camera angle. Hello, yellow everyone. It's Emperor Sharkade, and welcome back to Sonic Adventure DX. Today we are going. Right, there's the card. We're gonna take this card, assuming I can pick it up and not spin it in a ball. I can use it against that building. That building. That way. It probably should have specified ID check. It's this building. Just gotta wait for the invisible wall to go away. And this should be familiar, as this was the stage in Sonic Adventure. This is what got picked as the representation for this game for the Dreamcast era section. It's not too bad a stage, I think. It's definitely a distinct stage. I never actually bothered with the Chow stuff in this version, or in this game of Sonic. Like I did the Chow Garden in the sequel, because it makes its comeback there. I never really thought about, this one. Oop, okay, now we're good. So like I always just flew past enemies and never gave them the second thought. This stage does have some pretty cool set pieces, like Mario 64 platforms. I wonder if I should cover that game. Probably not. No, there's nothing stopping me from doing so. We're gonna ride this helicopter like Rufus does, and we can take out the police in this game. Which is not something you can often do in a Sonic game, but here we are. Ooh. You know, it's odd. I don't, like, even though I know this is probably, like, one of the more distinct levels in Sonic Adventure, this is not the first level that immediately comes into my mind. And it's not the, it's not, okay, well, this part's pretty cool. Just running down a building. Kinda wish there was a different camera angle, but this works too. Oh yeah, this'll do. I think the first level is usually the first one. And another stage that we'll get to later this episode, but we'll have to see. If I don't immediately spend like half an hour in Chow Garden. But this is a part that I kind of wish made it into the Sonic Generations version stage. Is just the after the chase, after the storm, when you're just exploring, just the city on foot. And it's like daytime now. Whee! Ooh. It's actually kind of more of an open-ended, or not open-ended, it's more, I'd say it's pretty open for the most part. But is this supposed to be the same city we were just in? Kinda. Whee! That's pretty cool. Hey, if you want, you can ring the bell to get some more rings. And there we go, that's stage. Didn't take too long on it, I think. Yeah, I could have gone through it a little cleaner, but I think that actually might have been my best run of the stage.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm going to stop pointing it out, but I'm still going to laugh at it. Alright, well that was a fun little escapade. But that doesn't... Excuse me, sir. But that doesn't help us in our situation of trying to find Amy. So I guess that means she isn't here in town. Or maybe she still is. Okay, whatever, game.
Amy はいない。どこ行ったんだ。しまった。エミーが。
Alright. Hopefully the train is no longer on strike. Also, did you see the Child's Space movie poster? I totally want to see a movie about that. It's probably just mindless action, but I don't mind. I just want to see Baby Child's duke it out.
へいへいへい。エクマのロボット。エミーは返してもらうぜ。これは。
Oh. How did we miss that? That seems like my bad.
待て。また出やがった。
Alright, I think it wants us to go that way, but wait. No, wait, no, I think we can't go that way. Because I'm trying to remember the order of events from the last time I played this. But we haven't actually been down this way. This is an interesting location, to say the least. First off, we get this here.
太古の光よ。敵に向かってライトスピードダッシュすると、必殺技ライトスピードアタックを発動させることができるわ。
We will talk about that in just a second. There's a person here. Did you see that flying battleship? That was cool. I wonder who made it. It flew off towards the mountains. I wonder if I should have followed it. But this island over here is, there's just kind of, yeah, it's floating. It's Angel Island, like from the third game. It's not as big, and also, wait, the Master Emerald is here. Doesn't look complete, but it's here. So just a thing to keep note of. So anyways, that special move we just got. So it's mapped to the same button as the Lightspeed Dash, but I enabled a mod that allowed me to just use Lightspeed Dash in the air. But thankfully this works. Thankfully I can just charge it to do the attack version, because it just attacks enemies now. That is probably the first time that I've ever, Oh right, I meant to go to the Chow Garden. I got so excited about... you know what? That was probably the last time we were going to go to the Chow Garden. Okay. It's interesting, because that was the first time we've ever seen a cutscene, like, as soon as the stage starts. It's probably the only level in the game to have that, to be that unique about it. This is a level of what I think of when I think of Sonic Adventure, because there's no environment quite like this one in this game, I find. It's interesting, like a canyon. Not to say that other Sonic games haven't had canyons, like Hilltop Zone, I think it's called, from Sonic 2. I'm now just skipping enemies since I have a pocket full of animals. So now I'm playing as if I were actually playing Sonic Adventure, not having to worry about the Chow Garden. Yes. There's something like oddly satisfying about going through these levels because there's something about how they're made because it's still. I think a lot of people harp on the adventure games for being a bit linear in design. There ain't nothing wrong with being linear, but I think Adventure 1 really does this neat thing of like you're seeing like multiple ways of like kind of navigating like the linear design levels, which I think might actually be the right way of doing it. Though Adventure 2 has some similar designs and how they go about it, even if it's more spectacle. Grab the rocket, Sonic. Also, monkey bars. This is a new mechanic. Get used to them. They're here to stay. At least we'll be seeing them in a bit. Is there a... trying to hide in plain sight? Let's get the camera back. This is one of those games that has the shoulder buttons as camera control. Not too many games do that nowadays, but figure it's worth noting. Because stick camera controls, like, I want to say are more of a recent thing. Although, to be fair, a GameCube PS2 era Xbox wasn't too long ago, which I think at some point the dual stick method of controlling the camera made its debut. Because I can't imagine too many games moving forward continue to use the triggers as camera control. I'm willing to bet that was intuitive back then, but like now going back to it is very odd. But not something I can't get used to. It's also, this level is also distinctive because you're in a volcano, and how often is Sonic inside a volcano? Well, again, Hilltop Zone. And Lava Reef Zone. So never mind. Also this, this is the only, like, place you'll see this in the game, and it's very weird. But again, kind of sets it apart. Whee! It's not often that they have rings perfectly set up for the light speed dash. See ya! Also, spiders is a very odd big... Can I land? Ah, so close. Just a very fun level. And one I think of with Sonic Adventure, even though it's not as standout as the casino or the snowboarding or the city.
Yeah, it's okay.
Welcome to Sky Chase Act 2, and now we are on Tails' ship, the Tornado 2. Wait, no, the Tornado X is what this is called, because the ship we saw at the beginning that Tails was flying was the Tornado 2. Once again, it's not too different from the Tornado 1, it just has, it's just blue, but now I believe it really belongs, yeah, it belongs to Tails now. The first one is Sonic's. Sorry about you playing Sonic. At least I think it's Sonic's. It has his name on it. That's how ownership of things works, right? So, I believe the shooting segment is entirely based on Sega's Panzer Dragoon. Because from gameplay I've seen of the Panzer Dragoon, like, it looks kind of similar to how it works. And it's kind of cool. I would like to actually try Panzer Dragoon. Like, I don't have a Saturn. I'm not sure how far emulation has come along where it can do Saturn games accurately. Like, it's weird to think about emulation. Like, a lot of people are looking at the GameCube and
よし第一次護衛ライン通過
まだ次が来るぞ。
任せてるってシステムモードチェンジ
うわ
oh yeah, the Tornado X can transform, and is now like a, and is now a plane more so built for combat. And it doesn't control that much differently than it did earlier. It just looks cool. It's weird. Like, a lot of people are touting like GameCube emulation is has come a long ways, and like emulators for the original Xbox and all that are making great strides, but we've come so far, and like, out of all the consoles from the 6th generation of gaming, or not the, wait, no, not 6th, 5th, only the PlayStation seems to be 100% accurate. Although that might not be the case, I might have some people correct me on that, but it seems more accurate, or at least can play more so of its entire library than, say, perfectly than, say, the N64 or the Saturn. I know why the Saturn isn't accurate. It's because the architecture on it is unusual. So I think when I want to play Panzer Dragoon, like, I think I'm gonna have to pick up the remake. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how do I get the physical edition, since that was limited run and I missed my chance on it. Anyways, now we get a boss fight with the egg carrier. You can only damage it when it's ready to do its wave motion gun attack, but preferably stay out of the line of sight when it opens up. Just take some shots when you can, and it's already dead, so you don't have to wait too long. Ooh, 71%. I hope there isn't a medal tied to 100%, because that almost seems impossible.
懐に入った
ヘイルエッグキャリアに着陸だ。
しまった
どうした？
変形した後は足がない
なに
Another happy landing.
近くで見るとますますとんでもないぜ。
ソニック安心してないで早くエミーを探そうよ
そうだった。よーし Here we go!
I like that face Tails made when it freeze framed on it for just a second. So this is the third, like, overworld area, the egg carrier.
調子に乗るなよソニック。我が万能空中要塞エッグキャリアの真の姿を見せてくれる。あ、ポチッとな。
すっごーい変形したよねえねえ見た今の
シュート。これじゃあの環境まで行けないぜ。
意地悪
見たか聞いたかびっくりしたかソニック。ここまで来たくはスカイデッキをくぐり抜けるのだ。しかし果たしてそんなことができるかな。面白い。やってやろうじゃないか。Come on!
let us go to the sky deck then. This will be the... My god. Stop with the cutscene. What? Okay, oh, okay, it's an animation here. If I was like, he was doing a cutscene pose. God, you walk a few steps and you're just cutscene after cutscene. This is a Kojima game. This is also... God, all the levels in this game are actually pretty distinct and memorable. Also, checkpoint in the first 5 seconds. So this is, Skydeck. Interesting level as, no. I want to go... Okay, never mind. Wasn't entirely sure what way I was going. But I just screwed up my chance to, Alright. I screwed up my chance to go, the more dangerous and, like, probably cooler route, so now we're going the regular way. Camera can be a little weird. It's not... These angles are not entirely, hello. Another dangerous way. And I wonder, can I time this right? It's kind of weird the position you have to get to. There we go. Ah, okay, cool. I wonder. Ooh, oh, okay. Let me just go over here and grab these. Alright, what am I supposed to be invincibling against? This way? Okay. Monkey bar time. Okay. He tried to pull the rug under me. Might be dangerous to spin dash, so be on the lookout. Also, Tails is kind of hilarious. I don't know if his AI knows what to do in this level, but sometimes fun to watch. Be on the lookout for the cannon. That Eggman is dead set on getting rid of Sonic, as he's willing to destroy his own fortress. I mean, it's nothing new, all things considered. But I mean, like, man, I assume you just built this egg ship. You're planning on using it to threaten the city or whatever. And now we're just gonna... Alright, so... uh-oh. Okay, forget about those pods. So, this place has some some interesting physics, to say the least, with the wind. But it is possible to fall off. Oop. Oh, come on. So try not to fall when you can. And be on the lookout. Okay, just let me get the rings. Excuse me. Yeah, so guns are the main concern. And the wind. But I feel like you can deal with the wind. Am I? Oh no, I'm supposed to go this way, right? Yeah, there's a way up here. And somehow that part of the ship just explodes. It's no biggie. Okay, it's both falling apart, but also some fighter jets are. Am I? Uh-oh. I am stuck. Oh, this is not a good. Oh no, we're good. I was like, I'm gonna have to restart the level. No. So here is a boss where you have to get in or launch the rocket right into its right in there. Bam. That's usually harder to do. Now we have another open-ended area for Sonic to go around. Okay, yeah, sure. Now, the ship will start tilting. I'm not sure if that's inherently obvious, but much like the wind, this will try and screw with your physics a bit. Do I have to jump or can I stand? I have to jump. The fact... Ooh. Yep, and even the environments is shifted around when the ship tilts. I wonder... I thought I could cheat the... level design. There probably is a way to do it. Also, monkey barring backwards is normal. Now we have to take the slow climb all the way down. This should shift the... This should make the ship belt back to normal. I don't know what you call it. And we're done.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay! I'm gonna get Tails.
なんだよ、これで終わりか？
環境の方が怪しいよ。ソニック、上に行ってみよう。
Alright. I think this is a good place to stop because we are now in the depths of Eggman's ship with the Robo-Maids. It's actually... How forward-thinking of Eggman employing the robots into his workforce. This looks like it could be a puzzle for something important, especially when they say, hey, let's go to the bridge. This is just the Chow Garden. Actually, no, we're not gonna be going back to, like, we're not even gonna be heading back to the not Central City, Station Square for a while. So, let's actually check the Chow Garden here. And see if my, other Chow are here. Or if I was right in that the Chow only exist in, yeah, okay, there are separate Chow. Okay, well, that's fine. I actually don't know if you can, I think there's a way to get, to the other Chow Gardens. Can I make it all the way up to this? I can make it all the way to the top. But we're done goofing around here. Alright, next time on Sonic Adventure, we will be heading up to the bridge. Until next time, guys, take care.
It doesn't